Imagine you're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower, or the Taj Mahal, or the pyramids, or any other great man-made structure. Let's go back to the Eiffel Tower. Imagine it, visualize it. Imagine standing right in front of it and admiring its beauty and its construction. And as you're doing this, imagine I come over to you and I say, you know what? This tower that you're looking at made itself. It just popped into existence by itself. Or better, it somehow created itself. Would you believe me? Or would you turn around and say to me that that is an absolutely ridiculous way of looking at things? Now, what if in response to that I said, well, okay, fine. Then what about this entire universe? Isn't that far greater than that structure that you're looking at? Then if this tower, this Eiffel Tower requires a designer or a creator, then what about this entire universe? That must surely have a creator. What would you say in response to that? What I've just shared with you is a very simple version of the design argument. Now, sometimes when I've shared this with atheists, they turn around and they say, well, hold on a second. You're comparing something man-made to something natural. And at that point, you know, what I like to clarify and something I want to share with you guys here is that, okay, fine. Let's assess what's man-made for a second. Let's go back to the Eiffel Tower. Realize that for this tower to exist, there are some things that need to be in place. And there's three things I want us to get us to focus on right now. Number one, that there has to be raw materials that exist. The universe has to first exist, and the raw materials that are required for this tower to exist have to be there. Secondly, the laws that govern this universe have to be there, which allow for us human beings to take raw materials and to construct them and to mold them and to shape them in ways, you know, that actually maintain that particular form or that function. The laws of physics are there and they allow for us to create and make things out of the raw materials that already exist. Now, how do you make sense of these laws? And the third thing is, well, you need, for anything man-made, you need man or a woman. You need a human being that has the ability to conceive of such structures, conceive of such things, and then to plan them and to do all the calculations, mathematical calculations necessary, and then to construct such things. So you need a rational human mind, an ordered rational human mind. Now, all three things, a universe that exists with raw materials, the laws that govern this universe, and a rational ordered mind that has the ability to now take those raw materials and to put them to use and build things which are useful for us as human beings. How do you explain all these three things in the absence of God? What, chance? You know, I want you to really think about this. So in other words, what I'm saying is that man-made things in and of themselves are a clear sign, if you really stop and ponder over it, are a clear sign that point towards the divine. And you know what's profound? Again, just to conclude, the Quran is such a phenomenal book, guys, honestly. You know, God in the Quran, for example, in the 2nd chapter, He says, where He refers to His signs, He says, indeed in the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alternation of the night and day and in the ships that sail the seas. Normally God is referring to His creation, that what you'd refer to as the natural world around us. But then here, God inserts something man-made, ships that sail the sea. Our ability to produce things which are useful for us and for them to be useful for us requires there to be some fundamental things in place which, when you reflect upon them, point towards God. So going back to the whole design argument, this whole contention some atheists make, well, you know, you're comparing something man-made to something natural. Well, who made man-made things? Man made those things, and man is a part of nature. So how do you explain that? How do you explain the nature which is ordered in a very precise way and man's mind which is ordered in a precise way, which allow for us to make man-made things, right? It just blows your mind any way you look at it. And if you honestly and sincerely reflect upon these things, you know, I'm sure you will see the signs staring you right in the face. And these are good reasons for you to pick up the Quran and study the Quran and to just generally reflect over the universe and the world around you and your own existence, because all of these things will point you back to your Creator. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, take care.